A lot of retirees believe they need $200,000 to $500,000 to own a boat capable of completing the Great Loop. That's no longer true. After researching current listings, I found 5 boats under $75,000 that are genuinely worth considering. We're talking about legendary trawlers, proven diesel engines, spacious liveaboard layouts, and boats that have already been upgraded by their current owners. In fact, one of the boats on today's list is a legendary Great Loop cruiser that many people assume costs well over 6 figures. Let's get started. Number 5, 1981 Sea Ranger 41. $59,990. This one's already been set up specifically for extended cruising, and you can see that the moment you walk the deck. The hull is a classic dark navy blue, the kind of color that immediately gives a trawler a premium look rather than a tired one. The walk-around side decks are wide, which matters when you're handling lines at an unfamiliar dock and don't want to be squeezing past obstacles. Stainless rails run the full length for safety, the swim platform is generously sized, and the overall exterior is clean. This is a boat with a traditional trawler profile, the kind that signals built for distance rather than built for a weekend at the sandbar. Step into the salon, and large windows flood the space with natural light, with warm teak trim throughout that gives the interior a lived-in, comfortable feeling rather than a clinical one. The L-shaped seating is comfortable enough for 2 people to actually relax in for an evening. And the lower helm has excellent visibility, so you're not straining to see around posts or low ceilings when you're piloting from inside during bad weather. The galley is genuinely large, with generous countertop space, a full-size refrigerator, and a double sink, all details that matter enormously once you're cooking 3 meals a day aboard rather than just heating up something quick on a weekend trip. It's easy to picture yourself waking up at anchor, making breakfast in that spacious galley before another day on the loop. The owner's cabin feels considerably larger than you'd expect on a boat this age, with a walk-around queen bed, meaning nobody has to climb over their partner at 2 in the morning, plus good storage for clothes and gear. The guest cabin is comfortable for visiting family, and both bathrooms are bright and clean, with a residential-style vanity that doesn't feel like a typical cramped boat head. Power comes from twin Ford Lehman diesels, sitting at around 2,100 hours, an engine with one of the best reputations in the entire trawler world for simply running for decades without drama. The engine room here is exceptionally clean, with organized wiring and plumbing, and easy access around both engines, which tells you the previous owner actually maintained this boat, rather than just operating it until something broke. And here's where the real value shows up. New fuel tanks, new batteries, and new air conditioning have already been installed, 3 of the most expensive line items you'd otherwise be facing as a new owner. The plumbing and electrical have been updated. Garmin electronics, autopilot, radar, and a generator are already aboard, and a flybridge enclosure extends how comfortably you can use that upper deck regardless of weather. For a retired couple looking at their first extended cruise, this boat removes a lot of the financial surprises that typically hit new trawler owners in year 1. If you're enjoying this video, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to Boat Hunter, and turn on notifications. Every day we feature affordable Great Loop boats, buying guides, destination ideas, and practical advice to help you get more out of life on the water. If the Sea Ranger feels a little too big, this next boat takes a completely different approach. Number 4. 1986 Albin 34 Family Cruiser. $54,900. This is hull number 3 of fewer than 50 ever built, which makes it a genuinely rare find, but the rarity isn't really the point. The point is how thoughtfully this particular boat has been set up. From the outside, you're looking at a compact, classic fast trawler profile, the kind of boat that's genuinely easy to manage for a couple who doesn't want to wrestle with something larger at every marina. It has a flybridge, walk-around decks, and a swim platform, all in a size that feels approachable rather than intimidating. Inside, the layout includes an owner's cabin, a separate guest cabin, and a convertible dinette that adds flexibility when you need extra sleeping space or simply want somewhere to sit down and eat. 2 heads are included, which is genuinely impressive packaging for a boat this size. The galley is practical rather than oversized. The salon is comfortable, and the lower helm offers excellent visibility, all of which add up to a boat that uses its modest footprint efficiently rather than wasting space. Power is a Cummins 6BT at 210 horsepower with about 2,300 hours on it, giving you a cruise speed of 10.4 miles per hour and a top speed of 13.8. That's a meaningful number for loopers, since it means this boat can comfortably keep pace with the speeds most of the route actually requires without straining the engine. The maintenance history here is genuinely extensive. The engine head has been replaced, along with the injectors. The transmission has been rebuilt, the drive shaft replaced, the exhaust riser replaced, and the cutlass bearings addressed. That's a remarkable amount of driveline work to already be done before you even take ownership, work that would otherwise cost a new owner thousands of dollars and months of downtime. On top of the mechanical work, you've got Garmin chart plotters, Furuno radar, and a Navico autopilot, plus solar panels and a Honda generator that give you genuine power independence at anchor. A Wonder Wash handles laundry without needing a built-in machine, and an inverter manages your electrical loads efficiently. This is about as close to a turnkey first Great Loop boat as you'll find at this price. Owning this boat means spending your first season actually cruising instead of fixing things, which is exactly what most first-time loopers hope for and rarely get. The previous owner clearly modified it specifically with this exact journey in mind, and the solar setup in particular makes anchoring out far less stressful than it would be on a boat without that independence. The honest downside is simply size. At 34 feet, you're trading living space for ease of handling, so if full-time liveaboard comfort matters more to you than maneuverability, this may feel tight after a few months. Now let's move from a compact, easy-to-handle cruiser to something built for real comfort and craftsmanship. Number 3. 1981 Tollycraft 43 Motor Yacht, $69,500. This boat was designed by Ed Monk, a name that carries real weight among people who know classic American trawler and motor yacht design. And that pedigree is obvious the moment you step aboard. The exterior has that classic Pacific Northwest styling Tollycraft built its reputation on. A genuinely beautiful profile with a large flybridge that offers excellent seating for entertaining or simply relaxing underway. The side decks are wide, the stainless rails are strong, and the overall appearance is fresh rather than tired, which is unusual for a boat built in 1981. Step inside and the salon is huge, with large windows and warm teak that give the space real character. The owner's cabin has an island queen berth. There's a separate guest cabin, and 2 heads round out the accommodations. The galley has been updated with new flooring, new countertops, and new appliances, and the overall feeling is less like stepping onto a 44-year-old boat and more like walking into a waterfront condo that happens to float. The engine room is very clean with excellent access, and the twin Caterpillar 3208 naturally aspirated diesels, sitting at only 1,820 hours, look genuinely well cared for. That hour count is low for a boat this age, suggesting it spent a lot of time sitting rather than running hard, which generally works in a buyer's favor mechanically. Upgrades include a Kohler generator, Raymarine electronics, and a Garmin GPS, giving you a complete, modern setup without needing to spend more money right after closing. The honest trade-off is fuel. Twin engines simply burn more than a single diesel trawler, so this isn't the most economical boat on this list. But what you get in exchange is outstanding comfort, genuinely impressive craftsmanship, and a ride that rewards owners who value space and smoothness over maximizing every gallon of diesel. If fuel economy matters more to you than that twin-engine comfort, the next boat may be exactly what you're looking for. Number 2. 1983 DeFever 41. $58,700. DeFever built a serious reputation among long-distance cruisers, and this boat shows exactly why that reputation has lasted as long as it has. The hull is a beautiful navy blue with classic DeFever lines that experienced loopers recognize on sight. A large covered flybridge protects you from sun and rain. The walk-around decks are safe and wide, and davits are already installed for carrying a dinghy, saving you the cost and hassle of adding that system yourself. Inside, the salon is bright, combining white paneling with teak accents in a way that makes the whole interior feel considerably newer than its age. Large windows keep the space full of light, and the galley has been updated to make meal prep genuinely pleasant rather than a daily chore. The owner's cabin includes a proper queen bed, there's a separate guest cabin, and 2 heads handle privacy for a couple hosting visitors. There's also a dedicated office workspace, a detail you rarely see on a boat this age, and a genuinely useful one for retirees who still want a quiet spot to manage finances or stay in touch with family back home. Power is a single Perkins diesel paired with a 7.5 kilowatt Onan generator. Single-engine trawlers like this tend to be considerably more fuel efficient than twin-engine boats, and defeavers in particular are known for stretching that efficiency into serious range. With 400 gallons of fuel capacity and 220 gallons of fresh water, you're looking at fewer fuel stops and far more flexibility about where you choose to anchor or dock along the route, which matters enormously for retirees planning to spend months aboard rather than weeks. The engine room is very clean with easy access, and everything about this boat points to consistent, careful maintenance over the years. A bow thruster, autopilot, and chart plotters round out the upgrade list, giving you real handling confidence at the dock and solid navigation tools underway. This is the kind of boat experienced Great Loop cruisers specifically seek out because it was designed from the beginning around exactly this kind of long-range, extended cruising rather than short coastal hops. It's easy to imagine settling into a quiet rhythm aboard this boat, the kind where months on the water start to feel less like a trip and more like simply how you live now. And finally, we come to one of the most iconic names in Great Loop cruising, a boat many people assume is far beyond this budget. Yet this particular example proves otherwise. Number 1. 1985 Grand Banks 36 Classic, $65,500. This one is already marketed as Great Loop ready, and Grand Banks remains one of the most respected names in the entire trawler world, even decades after this particular boat was built. The exterior has that timeless Grand Banks profile, with beautiful teak trim and an enclosed flybridge that gives you weather protection most boats this age never offered. You'll notice refinished teak that's clearly been cared for, along with fiberglass decks that have replaced the original teak decking, a smart and genuinely valuable upgrade since fiberglass eliminates the constant sanding, sealing, and recoating that teak decks demand year after year. Step inside and rich teak joinery runs throughout, paired with parquet flooring that gives the salon a warm, timeless feeling rather than a dated one. The salon itself is large and bright, the lower helm is comfortable, and the galley is sized for genuine full-time cooking. The owner's cabin has a walk-around berth. There's a separate guest cabin, and two heads handle the practical side of hosting family or simply giving each other space during months aboard. The overall atmosphere feels warm, inviting, and timeless. Exactly the reputation Grand Banks has built over the decades. Power is a Caterpillar 3208, sitting at around 6,500 hours. I'll be honest, that number is higher than the other engines on this list, and it might give some buyers pause. But properly maintained Caterpillar 3208 diesels are known for long service lives well beyond that figure, and the engine room here, while showing its honest age, still appears well cared for and organized enough to inspire real confidence. The upgrade list is substantial. A next-gen generator, new aluminum fuel tanks, and 3 new batteries have already been installed, covering some of the most expensive potential repairs a new owner could otherwise face. A Raymarine chart plotter and a rebuilt windlass round out the systems, and a dinghy with a Honda outboard is already included, meaning you're not shopping for a tender on top of everything else. This is the kind of boat owners keep for years because it simply feels like home. Despite the higher hours, the Grand Banks 36 Classic remains one of the most respected Great Loop boats ever built, with thousands of dollars in valuable upgrades already completed, a strong resale reputation, and the kind of cruising comfort that's made this brand a fixture in the Loop community for decades. At the start of this video, I mentioned that you don't need a $300,000 trawler to experience the Great Loop. Hopefully these 5 boats proved exactly that. There isn't one correct answer here. The right boat for you really comes down to your budget, how much living space you want, how much you care about fuel economy, how much maintenance you're willing to take on yourself, and what kind of cruising style actually fits your retirement plans. Which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments. I'd genuinely like to hear which one fits what you're looking for. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Boat Hunter, and turn on notifications so you never miss another affordable boat review or Great Loop adventure. Thanks for watching Boat Hunter. Safe cruising, and we'll see you on the water.